really looking forward to catching up in person. We chat on Facebook Messenger and things like that. But yeah, she's on a real similar journey. But some of my other sisters, not so much, especially one of my other sisters who's still very much into the fundamentalist thing. And going back to what you said, I mean, that sister that disowned my daughter, she was in a loveless sham of a marriage to a Christian man. And he finally passed away, even though she was absolutely miserable in the marriage, but she couldn't get a divorce because there were no quote unquote biblical grounds for divorcing him, even though she was absolutely miserable and unhappy. And he finally passed away, at which point then she was, of course, free to remarry in the eyes of the church. You think, God, I mean, you wasted 30 some years of your life being miserable and unhappy. Why? Because the Bible says you can't divorce this person.
Yeah. Contrary to what Christians believe, there is actually no prize for being a martyr. This is a life that we have. So we better make the most of it. And that will look different for different people. What was the hardest for you about divorcing religion?
I think a lot of people will say this, and I think it's true for me too. It was sort of losing that fear of hell. That's probably one of the biggest things to give up at the very end. I could question whether or not there's a God and if the God of the Bible is the true God and everything else. I went down that road, but giving up the fear of hell and the rapture, if all that's true, we're in a lot of trouble, Jen.